Did you know that over 50% of travelers experience some form of food-related illness when visiting a new city? That's like rolling the dice every time you try a new dish. But fear not, because in this video, I am going to share my top tips for navigating the culinary landscape of a new city safely and healthily. Exploring a new city is an exciting adventure, but when it comes to food, it can also be a bit daunting. How do you know what to eat without compromising your health? Whether you are a foodie or just looking for a quick bite, this video will guide you through the do's and don'ts of eating in a new city. Let's begin with acknowledging the challenges. Traveling to a new city is an exhilarating experience, filled with new sights, sounds, and of course, flavors. However, for many travelers, the excitement of exploring new culinary landscapes is often accompanied by a sense of uncertainty and caution. The challenge of finding safe and healthy food options in an unfamiliar place can be daunting, especially when faced with language barriers, cultural differences, and a plethora of unfamiliar dishes. In this section, we will delve into the common challenges travelers face when trying to eat well in new cities and explore practical tips to overcome these hurdles. 1. Food safety concerns. One of the most significant challenges travelers face is the risk of foodborne illnesses. In many countries, food safety standards and practices can differ significantly from what travelers are accustomed to at home. Street food, while often delicious and a cultural staple, can sometimes be prepared in less than ideal conditions. Contaminated water, undercooked meats, and unpasteurized dairy products are common culprits of food-related illnesses. Relatable scenario. Imagine you are wandering through a bustling night market in Bangkok. The aroma of sizzling skewers and spicy noodles filling the air. Your stomach rumbles. But a small voice in your head wonders, is this safe to eat? This internal conflict is a common experience for many travelers. 2. Dietary restrictions and preferences. Travelers with dietary restrictions, such as vegetarians, vegans, or those with food allergies, often find it challenging to communicate their needs in a foreign language. Ingredients that are common in one culture might be unfamiliar or even hidden in dishes, posing a risk for those with allergies. Relatable scenario. You are in Paris, and while the thought of enjoying a freshly baked croissant is tempting, you have a gluten intolerant. Navigating a menu filled with unfamiliar terms and ingredients can be overwhelming. 3. Cultural and language barriers. Language barriers can make it difficult to understand menus, ask questions about ingredients, or even find restaurants that cater to your dietary needs. Additionally, cultural differences in dining etiquette and food customs can add another layer of complexity. Relatable scenario. You are in Tokyo, and the menu at a local sushi restaurant is entirely in Japanese. You want to try something new, but you are not sure what you are ordering, or if it contains any ingredients you are allergic to. 4. Balancing health and indulgence. While traveling, it's tempting to indulge in rich, exotic foods, but maintaining a balanced diet can be challenging. Travelers often struggle to find nutritious options that provide the energy needed for a day of sightseeing. Relatable scenario. After a long day of exploring Rome, you are craving something hearty, but also healthy. The allure of pizza and pasta is strong, but you know you need something more balanced to keep your energy up. Now, let's see some practical tips for choosing safe and healthy food options. 1. Research local cuisine and dining customs. Before your trip, take some time to research the local cuisine and dining customs of the city you are visiting. Understanding the basics of the local food culture can help you make informed choices and avoid potential pitfalls. Actionable steps. Read travel blogs and food guides. Look for reputable travel blogs and food guides that provide insights into popular dishes and local dining spots. Learn key phrases. Familiarize yourself with key phrases in the local language, such as, "I am allergic to," or "Does this contain?" This can help you communicate your dietary needs effectively. Understand ingredients. Research common ingredients and dishes to understand what to expect. For example, in Japan, soy sauce is a common ingredient, which contains gluten, so knowing this can help you avoid it if necessary. 2. Read reviews and seek recommendations. Online reviews and recommendations from locals or fellow travelers can be invaluable when searching for safe and healthy dining options. Actionable steps. Use apps and websites. Utilize apps like TripAdvisor, Yelp, or Google Maps to read reviews and find highly rated restaurants. Look for reviews that mention food safety and cleanliness. Ask locals. Don't hesitate to ask locals for recommendations. They can often point you towards hidden gems that are both delicious and safe. Join travel forums. Participate in travel forums or social media groups where you can ask for advice from other travelers who have been to your destination. 3. Understand food labeling and ingredients. When shopping for food or dining out, understanding food labels and ingredients is crucial, especially for those with dietary restrictions. Actionable steps. Learn to read labels. Familiarize yourself with common food labeling practices in the country you are visiting. For example, in the European Union, allergens are listed in bold on food labels. Ask for ingredient lists. If you are dining at a restaurant, don't hesitate to ask for an ingredient list or speak to the chef about your dietary needs. Be wary of hidden ingredients. Be aware of common hidden ingredients, such as fish sauce in Asian cuisine or butter in French dishes, which can be problematic for those with allergies or dietary restrictions. 4. Choose wisely when dining out. When selecting a restaurant, consider factors such as cleanliness, popularity, and the type of cuisine. Opt for busy restaurants with a high turnover of food, as this often indicates fresher ingredients and better food safety practices. Actionable steps. Observe the environment. Look for signs of cleanliness, such as tidy dining areas and well-maintained kitchens. Opt for busy places. Restaurants that are bustling with customers are often a good choice, as they tend to have fresher food and better food safety practices. Try local markets. Visiting local markets can be a great way to experience fresh, authentic food, while also having the opportunity to see how it's prepared. 5. Be mindful of street food. Street food is a highlight of many travel experiences, but it can also pose risks if not approached with caution. Actionable steps. Look for busy stalls. Choose stalls that have a lot of customers, as this often indicates good quality and freshness. Observe preparation. Watch how the food is prepared. If you see vendors using clean utensils and fresh ingredients, it's a good sign. Trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, trust your instincts and move on to another stall. 6. Stay hydrated and balanced. Maintaining a balanced diet and staying hydrated is essential for overall health while traveling. Actionable steps. Carry a water bottle. Bring a reusable water bottle to ensure you have access to clean water at all times. Incorporate fruits and vegetables. Try to include fruits and vegetables in your meals to ensure you are getting essential nutrients. Balance indulgence with health. Allow yourself to indulge in local delicacies, but also make an effort to balance these treats with healthier options. In conclusion, navigating food choices in a new city can be challenging, but with the right approach, it can also be a rewarding and enriching experience. By researching local cuisine, reading reviews, understanding food labeling, and making informed choices, you can enjoy the culinary delights of a new city while staying safe and healthy. Remember, the key is to be mindful, adventurous, and open to new experiences, while also prioritizing your health and well-being. So, pack your bags, bring your appetite, and embark on a culinary journey that promises both adventure and safety. Again, please remember, the key challenges are food safety concerns, dietary restrictions, language barriers, and balancing indulgence with health. To overcome these, always research local dishes and customs before your trip, read reviews to find reputable dining spots, and understand food labeling to avoid any unwanted ingredients. When in doubt, ask questions and trust your instincts. By being proactive and informed, you can savor the local flavors without compromising your well-being. Now that you have some tips to navigate the culinary landscape of a new city, I'd love to hear about your own experiences. Share your stories of finding the best or worst meals while traveling in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel and food adventures. Also, check out my other videos for more tips on how to make the most of your travels. Safe travels and happy eating!